They know of some other things because they're covering the cup here. So they definitely know of other buildings. They know of other structures. Will they get on top of it? There's somebody who's going to be pushing it. There's going to be information. This is probably going to be paperwork, like, oh my God, we got to take care of this. There's going to be people who are going to tell about it and know about it.
Building in North Miami is now being evacuated because of unsafe structural and electrical conditions.
Who are in charge are going to say that this man has not accepted responsibility and therefore he has no remorse, he has not learned no lessons, and they're not going to let him out.
Rapist and murderer Paul Bernardo has been denied parole.
Hi guys, welcome to Nine's Corner. We finally got some relief from the weather, or from the heat I should say. We got some rain and some cool weather, and you would think that I would be really happy about it, and I am because, I'm actually wearing long sleeves. But it ended up that I looked around my house and said, oh my God, there's so much work to be done because for the last few days, while it's been so warm, I haven't been cleaning up as much as I should have I, Sadie? No. And honest to God, my family and I have broken. I broke personally 2 cups. And I went to the dollar store. I don't know if your dollar store is any good where you're to or if you have a dollar store, but if you do, just look at this. I don't give a sip. Huh? There's all kinds of cute little coffee cups at the dollar store. So I collected like 4 or 5 of them because we're always breaking cups. And I can't even blame the boys. It's partially me as well. Anywho, I don't give a sip. Not true, I give too much. So I thought today we're going to look at Kamala Harris. Why are they now going after her? Because they're saying that her and Biden aren't getting along. They're trying to highlight the fact that she had some issues with her staffing when she was going for president and whatnot. So we're going to have a look at that, and we'll get to the rest of it once we get to it. So first, let's have a look at Kamala and Joe Biden, because that really interested me, I have to say. So I made up a list of 5 questions. So I want to know, how does Kamala feel about Biden? How does Biden feel about Harris? Is there a plan to tarnish Kamala Harris? If so, why? And what's the future? So we'll just look into that, see if there's any tensions there, what's really happening there, because the media, especially the right-winged media, is going to have a field day. You know how sometimes you just, like, something could not necessarily all be true, but there's a kernel of the truth in it? That's how it feels, in a weird way. So let's see. Kamala, how do you feel about Joe Biden? Okay, we got the Ace of Swords. So if you look here, you see the crown. So she looks at him and says, there's the president. But this doesn't come without its tensions or its stresses, and I'm sure she's under an extreme amount of stress with the job that she has to do after she has to clean up after Trump, and anyway, we're not going to go there. So I definitely feel that she feels the pressure, she feels the tension, but she's, she feels that she is on the right path. She knows what she's supposed to be doing. So, she thinks he's president. Now, there's tension there, but I think it's just, she has a lot of ideas and wants to move quickly about things, and she's the vice president, so she has to slow down, you know what I'm saying? And he's the president, and he's got a way of thinking of things, but then, So, how does Biden feel about Kamala? Page of Cups. So, with the Page of Cups, Biden definitely wants to work with her. But he feels his own tension as well. When you're the Page of Cups, you can sometimes feel boxed in that you have to act a certain way because if not, you're going to be viewed a certain way. So I think there's a lot of pressure and tension that comes from that. But he likes her. He wants to work with her, but it's less to do with her. He doesn't want her to get the center stage. It's more about like, let's just get back to work here. That's how he's feeling. So I don't see any negativity, just some tension, and can you blame them? So my next question is, hold on. Is this being done to tarnish Kamala Harris? Is this being done to tarnish Kamala Harrison? Even if there's truth to it, it's like, how could there not be truth to it? How can you be the president and the vice president and not have tension? Because if she's not standing up for her ideals and standing up for what she believes, whether it's with against the president, because that's what she's supposed to do. This is a smear campaign. I'm telling you, you're going to find out that this is a smear campaign. Oh. So yes, we got the sun. It's definitely a smear campaign. So why? Why are they doing this? Six of Pentacles. Look at this. Why they're doing this is because they want to cause a rift. They want to cause tension, and they want to have the perceived idea of a rift and tension between Kamala and Biden. But, you know, with the Six of Pentacles here, they have all kinds of reasons. You know, the fact that she's a woman, the fact that she's a black woman, the fact that her head of her communications is black. Like, there's so many reasons. It's like, this is just a win-win-win-win for them. So, yes, there's definitely a plan there. What does the future hold for Kamala? Guys, they are going to pick at this. The devil's in the details. So, but this is their problem. They're the ones that are tied to this idea of having to put down others in order to be able to get any kind of traction for themselves because they're such losers. So I think because Kamala has the Ace of Swords, she is able to say, yeah, I hear you. It bugs the crap out of me. But you know what? I've got a job to do and I'm moving forward. So, yeah, they're doing this intentionally to her. That's so unfair. I'm going to take a picture of these. Hold on, I'll be right back. So for my next question, we're going to look at Bob Lazar. He is a scientist who claims that he worked at Area 51 in the early 80s in section S4, working on alien spaceship. I happened to come across this because I was watching Joe Rogan and he had him on his channel. So I just kind of went, oh, I'd love to do a reading just to see, like, you know, is he telling the truth? And then I thought, well, I'll just do it here. So I thought, let's have a look and see. Past, present, and future, is he telling the truth? Past, present, and future, is he telling the truth? So in the past, okay, so we got the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is, yes, he believes he's telling the truth. He is saying, yes, I'm telling the truth, to the point where, see how it's like there's like little papers there falling down from the sword? This is like, you know what? You can ruin my reputation, and I'm going to keep saying this until the day I die, because he truly believes this. Then we've got the Knight of Swords. So a knight is already sword. So now we got sword on sword. So this is thought on thought. This is all in the realm of his head. He worked there. He truly believes that he worked there. Sword on sword. Thoughts in the thought realm. For for the outcome, we've got the Queen of Wands. So, you know what? He totally 100% believes that this has happened. And this is letting you know, like, you know what? Right now, in the past, in the future, whenever, I don't care what you think. I know what I know. So he, as far as the cards are concerned, is telling the truth. But I'm just worried because there is that thought about thought. But I think because of the Ace of Swords, it's like they want you to think he's crazy because he knows the truth. I just want to know, does Area 51 really exist? Is it truly a place where, in Nevada, where they've got spaceships or the alien spaceships or what have you? Is it a real place? Does it exist for the purpose of aliens? I knew this. I felt it. I knew it. Yes, it's a real place. Yes, it exists. And yes, it has something to do with alien technology. With the sun here, this is something we could possibly, because we're already starting to hear about it on the news. Like, are they trying to just, start giving us little bits and little bits so we can get used to it? Because it exists. And even before I pulled the card, I knew it was going to be a yes. But this is like a yes, yes. Holy sugar. I'll be honest, I thought it was going to be like, oh, he's lying. Alrighty then. So I'm going to take a picture. Okay, so as it's the beginning of the week, let's have a pick a card. Do you want card 1, 2, or 3? Think about it. Which card do you want? Do you want card 1? If so, you've chose the Star. Interesting. So, it's always darkest before the dawn. So if you've been going through a difficult time, don't worry, don't stress, don't give up. This means that whatever you've been hoping for, whatever you've been wishing for, no matter how hopeless you might think it is, you might be after giving up on it. Don't. This is letting you know things are going to work out in your favor. So this is really a strong message for those who need it, that if you've been feeling down, if the pressure's been on, this is not the time to give up. Okay? If you chose card number 2, you have received the Queen of Pentacles. So, with the Queen of Pentacles, this is all about being concerned about your security in your relationships, security in your job, security in your family, security in your home. I mean, this could be looking at wanting to do home improvements and being worried about being able to get the finances because prices have gone up and whatnot. But this is also, when you got the Queen of Wands, it's a reminder to say, listen, you can have everything covered, but you better make sure that you are taking responsibility for your actions. If you're going to want money, then you need to get to work. If you want to have a good relationship, then you need to make the effort to make the phone call, to make the conversation, to have the hard conversation. This is all about building a strong foundation for your future. So whatever aspect of your life that you may feel is weak, this is a time to look at it and say, no, I'm going to strengthen this. And if you decided to wait and choose card number 3, oh my God, I just dropped one, so I'll take this one. You got the 9 of Cups. So with the 9 of Cups, your hopes will come true. Whatever it is that you've been wishing for, it's going to come true. But it always comes not necessarily in the way that you thought it was going to, but it will come. So if you've been working on something, maybe you know, you had to turn your back on something in the recent past that just wasn't working for you no longer, and you might be kind of second guessing yourself. Don't. It's all going to work out. And for some of you, this means that you're going to get either a gift of money, a little present, something's going to come, and it's going to be something that'll give you an emotional feeling of joy. So I think all those readings were really positive. I love it. This week is going to be good. That was a really interesting draw because normally there's like a mixed bag, but this week it was like all three cards were pretty positive and all had a different way of saying the same thing of like don't lose hope, hold on. And I love that. It's like everybody needs to just kind of be reminded of hope and, you know, say your prayers. The one thing I keep having to remind myself, for me anyway, is when I'm having these conversations, when I'm saying my prayers, I can't be going, oh Lord, please give me money. Oh Lord, please give me XYZ. I've got to be like, I'm so grateful for the abundance that is in my life. I'm so grateful for the happy relationships. I'm so grateful. So you kind of got to always thank for what you already got because God always provides. It's already there. It's already waiting for us. It's just a matter of us getting in tune with it, getting the good vibration with it, and it'll come to us. It's not dependent. God is not holding anything back. It's right there. So make sure that you pray with the intention of, I'm so grateful for the abundance in my life. And let me tell you all the abundance that I have. Because if you pray and say, I am so unhappy, I really need to find somebody. Oh, I'm so unhappy, I really need to find a new apartment. Well, then you're just going to be waiting and looking because you're not putting out an intention. You're not setting it directly and saying, look, I'm so grateful for my health. I'm so grateful for the good times. I'm so grateful, grateful, grateful. Because once you start getting into that kind of conversation and you keep this positive conversation going with you, then you can change the way you think about things. It changes the perspective. It changes the way your life is, and it can be wonderful. But it's a work in progress. It's something that you have to work on. It's something that you have to be cognizant of and have to work on in different ways every day. Because I know I have to work on it all the time. I'm probably the most negative Nelly that I know with the most positive outlook. But anyway, so I hope you enjoyed our little reading. And as always, I have our unity candle lit for each and every one of us. And until the next time we speak, guys, cheerio. Take care. Bye.